Good afternoon, colorists. I'm Miela Yando with Badass Art, and we are back today doing our tryout review of the Brutfuner Macaron pencils. And so far we have worked on these little flowers, and in the last video we just worked on those four, and I went ahead and finished these in between videos, and I finished her little dress as well. Today we're going to go in and work on the little bulbs or seeds or whatever they are. Decorations is what they are. And I'm going to use, before I always forget, we are working out of Botany Bay, the land of Loredale. But this is also the first book in the HoloLands series, and we'll have a bunch of new little creatures and places to explore in that. So, we are working with this yummy pastel set. And one thing that I like to do when I'm choosing colors, I don't use a color wheel or anything like that. And there's, if you've got one, that's great. What I usually try to do is search for my opposing colors and go somewhere. For instance, we're working with lavender, and the opposite of purple is yellow. And the reason why it is, for those of you who are new to art or new to color blending, is yellow is not used to make purple. You use red and blue to make purple. So the opposite of a color is the color that's not in it. Like the opposite of red is green. Red is not used to make green. And the opposite of blue is orange, because blue is not used to make orange. So, if that's helpful, if you're looking at a picture going, I don't know what to do with it. But what I try to do, let me grab something that's kind of a neutral color right now, is we have two different colors of purple in here. We have kind of a bluish purple, and we have sort of a reddish purple. So what I want to do is grab a yellow that's true yellow, but I also want to shade it with something that has just a bit more green so that it will reflect off of the more red aspects of the petals. And just because I like to mix warm colors with cool colors, I will probably throw in some sort of aqua or mint green too, but we'll see how it goes. So I am going to get started with this kind of mustard color. Oh, and it is called mustard. The Brutfuners are a wooden barrel, and they are enclosed on the end. Not all pencils are. I kind of like that they are. They have, I think it's just a standard 3.8 point on them. The lead is 3.8, and that's pretty standard. So, and they have, they're stamped in a metallic, and some people don't like that because it's, reflective, but these letters are big enough that even I can see them without my glasses. So I think everybody out there should be, if you're just using readers, you should be okay. So anyway, I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to start kind of in the middle shade. I'm going to mix a few colors in here until I find what I want. Remember, nothing's permanent. We can always change it if we don't like it. I'm just going in nice and easy with a light hand. And I'm going to go to kind of a green color. This is Olar Yellow. If I'm saying that right. It's got just a touch of a chartreuse feel to it. I'm just going to kind of go in here because it's a bit darker. Blend these two in. They're very botanical. Okay. Now I have a brighter green. Leaf green. And I'm going to just barely touch the bottom here. Now, what I want is kind of this, it's called blue wash. I'm going to just kind of go over. It barely has any color, but it's definitely a warm, almost a pale robin's egg blue. I don't know if it's coming through very well on the camera. Just going to go over the lightest part here. I'm going to grab a shade darker. This one's called Dew Kissed. Now obviously you don't have to use all these colors if you don't want to. You can make them one solid color if you want to, but this is just something I was curious about, this color selection, and I thought it would kind of look neat to have these kind of unusual colors blended together. Now I'm not grabbing any new colors, I'm grabbing colors that we've already used just to kind of smooth out some of the edges. Yeah, I think that'll do really well. Okay, so let's move on to another one. And on this one, I'm going to fill a little more of the area with this lighter blue color. Or, well, it's more of that egg blue. And I'm actually going to get one shade deeper than that, surf green. I'm going to put it on the other side of that warmer yellow. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's see what that looks like over here. I'm just going right over the top just to see if I like it. They're just colors. It's just pigment and paper. If we don't like it, we can change it. That's why Derwent made a battery-powered eraser. And I will put the link to that in the description. Yeah, I like that. I like that even better. Okay. Art is just experimenting until you figure out what you like. And styles develop. The more you color, the more you draw, the more you paint. You'll see, when you first start out, you're like, oh, it's never going to happen. I don't even know what my own style is. And you don't. You know what you like. You know what you like when you see it. And the more you learn and the more you repeat what you're doing, the more you'll see habits forming. Oh, I kind of do this every time, and when I do it like this, it looks like this. But slowly but surely, you'll see a difference in your work, and so will everybody else. It's when someone sees your coloring, you're going to know that was you. Because it's just the way you add color to the paper, the way you blend your colors is going to be very unique to you. Your color choices are unique to you. You have preferences, everybody does. And as time goes on, your color palettes will come through, your personality comes through in your coloring. So just give it time, be patient. Something about that one that's bugging me, and it's the reflection. There we go, that's a little better. These pencils blend very well with each other. I've used them on a couple of other portraits this past weekend, and they blend well with other oil-based pencils too. And that's important, when you're trying to decide on a set of pencils. And this is a budget brand, so those are things that you might have questions about. I've found them very easy to work with. This was a set of 72 for less than $20, and I'll link it in the description. And I've been, really pleased with the color selection and the usability of the set. The colors are incredibly usable. There aren't any duplicates. There aren't even really any super close. Sometimes you get sets of pencils and the colors are just so incredibly close that it's, like, why did I get 2 of these? There's a lot of the same shades, and that's helpful because if you're trying to, learn how to shade things, and you already have the pencils that work, it makes your coloring job pretty effortless. It helps you learn in the process. So yeah, as a starter set, as a budget brand, yeah, I really like this set of pencils, the Brutfuners. We have some fun stuff coming up this week. We're going to do some blending tutorials. We're going to learn about Gamsol. And we're going to do a very fair skin tutorial. We're also going to do porcelain skin, like on a doll. And maybe some zombie skin, or I don't know, just like a different color skin, like green or I don't know, something like that. At the end of the week, we should have the new book out with all of our dragonflies. It's odd, but the camera's showing these so much, like, lighter. They look a lot lighter in the camera. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish these little seeds, and then I'm going to, I'm going to add just a little bit of this green color. Well, actually, I don't want that. I want this green color on her eyes. And I'll have to grab a different set of pencils to come in and do the darker parts of her hair and her eyebrows, because I do want to keep her hair like a deep brown, and have, you know, these little seeds and flowers popping out. But actually, I think I'll go ahead and end the video there, because, you know, this is sort of a redundant lesson. I'm just going to keep going around and doing these same things in the yellows and the greens. And I think instead of going on like that, I'm just going to pop over and do another little bit on the rainbow pencils, so that we can have 2 videos instead of 1 today. Okay, I'll see you soon.